everything in your life changes just like that when you get your communication right. Communication allows the flow of information to turn into insight, that turns into information, that turns into insight. And with insight, we can grow. We have to get comfortable communicating, and communicating is a two-way process. As children, it was one way. You're told something, you're asked a question, you answer it, and that's really pretty much it. And if you did try to return anything, you know, it was razor blades and lemon juice. So you never really got to communicate. And that's child to adult. So it was always this way. So a lot of inferiority comes in with something that is so natural to communicate. So you never got to build that muscle. In communicating with your peers, it was somewhat underwhelming because it's just communicating with someone who is right where you are. So it's not a lot of insight that's coming in. Without insight, we're just going in circles. If you remember the acronym TALK, TALK, it'll help you when you're in a situation, regardless of how you're communicating, whether it's to get information to someone, whether it's to get information from someone, whether it's to diffuse a situation, ask for what you want, confront, debate, whatever it is, you'll be able to use this. T stands for think. You want to think about how you want this conversation to go and what your intention is for the conversation, because it's not about what that person brings, it's about your intentions. So it's never what's happening, it's how you respond. Do I want to debate? Do I want to argue? Do I want to confront? What do I want? You thought about it, you're clear about what you want. So you move on to step 2. You ask. Ask a question. That's the most important step. You want to be clear about what they're asking you. And then you need to listen to hear what it is that they're saying. I heard what they said. And do I need to ask another question? Do I need to think and then ask another question? What am I going to do? Because it's what I do right now is going to determine a whole lot. So I'm listening and I'm asking questions until I get to K, which is the know. Know what you're going to say and know what you're going to do. If you say something and you don't know what you're going to do, then you're going to be caught up in a situation. And if you know what you're going to say, you know what comes after that. If we would spend more time being really clear before we open our mouths, you know, we're saying, well, I hate you. You need to leave. You need to. Okay, you know, after that person leaves, you just said for them to leave. So what happens after that? You need to know as the initiator of that. And then now you got to call and be like, come back or come back. No, you should have thought about that before you said that. You didn't have to say leave. You could have said, you know, this conversation isn't going the way that I wanted it to. My intention for the conversation was for us to talk about what happened this morning. But it seems as though you're not at a place where you've been able to process what happened, or maybe I need to get a little bit clearer about what I want to address, because I feel a lot of things coming up that don't even necessarily have anything to do with what's going on right now. So we should probably talk about this another time.
The thorough thinking, yes. Like thoroughly thinking about the outcome and where we are right now is the key takeaway.